Hello and welcome to the Racheal Talk Show, the space where real conversations meet real life. I am your host, Racheal. In today's edition, we are diving into something many people feel but don't always talk about: the pressure that comes with marriage or relationship. Many of us feel pressured by family, friends, or society to get married or to stay married. But what does the pressure really feels like? How do people deal with it? We are unpacking it all today. So stay with me and let's have an honest conversation with my extraordinary guest with me here today. So please don't forget to leave your comment on the comment box as we go along with the program. Thank you. So let's welcome Bumike and Mai.
Thank you, Racheal.
Thank you for having
Welcome
me.
to the Racheal Talk Show.
Thank you for having me on.
I'm so happy to have you guys here.
We're excited to be here.
Yes. Very excited.
All right, Bumike, you want to introduce yourself? I mean, I know say you're well known, you're popular for what you do and the things you do in the community. But some people that might just see you for the first time. You want to introduce yourself?
Well, hello, people. Hello, Sierra Leoneans and the world at large. A few people know me. Don't listen to Racheal. My name is Bumike, last name Smythe. Some people know me as Boomski. Of late, a lot of people call me Master Mike on Mike because I MC events. It's an honor to be on the Racheal Talk Show. Racheal, thank you for giving me an opportunity. I'm not too sure about the topic at hand. I am very, very nervous. And so thank you for having Mai on as well. And soon I know say Mai dry eye. So that Mai go to cover me and
No, but let me tell you, Boomski, because that's how I used to call you back in the school days. But let me tell you.
Of course.
I mean, this is Tell It to Racheal. We got to tell it all. I mean, this is unfiltered, so let's keep it going. Mai, introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. I'm Maimuna Zubairu Burnett. People call me Mai. I'm excited to be here. I'm a little shy, but people don't know that. So I'm going to try not to be shy. Oh, what do I do? Wow, I'm a business consultant. I do a lot of things. I have a food business. I have a women's group, Women's Empowerment Network. So that's it. And I'm a mommy to Aziza.
All right, thank you so much. So let's get right into the topic. The topic talks about the pressure that comes in along with relationship or marriage. I mean, we all know them days and now they're totally different with all the social media thing and all of that. And some people feel pressured by so many things, in the journey or in the course of their relationship or their marriage. They feel so much pressure by probably the things they put out there or behind the scenes that we don't see ourselves. I mean, so that's why we're here to just unpack some of those things that we discuss behind the scene. And, people are out there going through what they're going through and they're looking for some kind of direction and something like that. So we are going to really unpack some of this pressure and to let them feel like, okay, this is the time or this is not the time to get into, the real business of marriage. So I know you were once married before and you are divorced now, but what was the expectation or what were you expecting, at that time when you say I do, or when you get into that journey of marriage? What were your expectations at that time?
Yeah, I was married. I got married really young. I was 25. My marriage was a business decision. I loved my ex-husband, but it really was about a partnership and what can we do. That's always been my view of marriage. So, we had plans and he started, deviating, and it happened once. The kid gone back to Liberia. excuse me, lost some money, came back, and second time around, I was like, nah, it's not my life. I literally said that, and that's it. Yeah.
So you mentioned, say, your perception about marriage. I want
Yeah.
to catch that. Say it's business.
It was always business to me.
So tell me about it, or tell us about what makes you think it's business.
So I never wanted to get married when I was younger. I was never one of those girls that dreamed. I was always very focused on my future. I was a tomboy too. So I just always was like, if I'm gonna marry somebody, I need someone to be able to achieve the things. I dream very big, and I'm always trying to achieve something. And I need someone that understand that our visions are aligned, right? We don't have to be exactly aligned, but like we can support each other, right? There are couples who they do different things, but they support each other, right? Like, and their goals are still aligned somewhat.
So at some point you feel it didn't align with.
Yeah. That's very important to me. Because I don't know. Oh God.
So did you feel any regret coming out of that?
No. I knew. I walked into my house, in my apartment, and I looked at him and I said, this is not my life. I would tell that story, and that's when no.
How long was that?
Goodness, that must have been like maybe 15 years.
No, how long did you take in the marriage? How long was the marriage?
Oh God, this is embarrassing. I keep saying I have to sit down and calculate, because I really do. Because I went to get my MBA because of my ex-husband. Like, because I knew that my family, no one would ask me questions if I said I was going away to study. So I left for about a year, maybe like 8 months. That's when, I got back together and then left again. So maybe I would say, we were together like 3 years maybe. And so, yeah, I really do need to calculate it, but yeah.
Okay. So, Bumike, let me go over to you. So,
I was hoping that exchange never came to an end.
Your turn.
My turn.
So I'm looking at now. Do you really think that young folks today, the way we see marriage now, do you think that young folks are really mentally, having been through it yourself, do you think that like now they're really mentally prepared to get into the business of marriage, to that journey, to work in that path?
Thank you for that question, but I have two perspectives on it. Mm-hmm. I have the before 2000s and the post 2000s. Mm-hmm. So we're talking about pre-social media and post-social media. Mm-hmm. Pre-social media, there was a lot of privacy in marriages. A lot happened that we never got a wind of. Yeah. Families were internally contained. Plabadi left na house. Extreme cases where even the man can go born picking at street. And the wife and the cover for the man. Nobody knocking, no past the picking on big. And then the news comes out. Post 2000, the perception is completely different. Everybody's life is an open book. Whether you want to let people then know about you, whether you don't want to let people then know about you, there's a medium for people to know about you. Yeah. There's also the perspective of us living in America versus living in Sierra Leone. Some records are public. For example, if you get married in America, it is public record. Whether you are for leprosy, no. Whether you don't want for leprosy, no. That's true. It is public information.
Will find out.
They will find out. Yeah. So it's not a matter of being ready or not being ready. I think it's a matter of timing. Some people, some women are ready in their 20s. They're genuinely ready in their 20s. For example, my mom. My mom got married in her 20s and she was ready from day one. She's still ready today.
So it's not about age.
It's nothing about age. It's nothing about age. I think getting married, it's a feeling you have in you. It's a feeling like you're at a certain point in your life where, and that I'm ready feeling, like nobody tells you. Your mama can tell you, papa can tell you, family pressure. That's why marriages fail. Mm-hmm. But when you tell yourself that I am ready, You see that in a lot of successful marriages.
Yeah. So what are the signs? What's are the signs there? Like where you feel say, I mean, you guys have been through it, what are the signs that you look out for in your relationship and that you feel that, okay, I think I'm ready for this journey for the next chapter of my life?
I think, like I said, like our values aligned. Okay, you may not want to go where I'm going, but are you going to be a part of it, right? Are you going to be supportive? Do I feel comfortable? Do I feel safe? Like my thing, I have to feel safe. A lot of times folks like, oh my, what are you looking for? And I tell them like, listen, I don't care if a guy is not making a lot of money or whatever. I want to feel safe. That's very important to me, emotional safety. And I want to feel like I have your support and you're not trying to break me as a driven woman, right? That's big to me. So, yeah, and then have goals, right? It doesn't matter like if you're not where I'm at, but like have some goals, like, show me that you're taking steps to get where you're going, right? So those are the things that are important to me. I mean, of course, attraction matters, but as you get older, it's just a small piece of it.
Yeah, Bumike, you want to?
Well, I think the great thing about this is I am on the opposite spectrum of my. I had a group of friends. There were 6 of us, and 5 of them got married, and I was the only one who wasn't married. The joke was every one of the weddings we went to, Bumike na you next, so Bumike na you next.
So you feel that pressure?
I never felt it actually.
Oh, okay.
I just never did.
Good.
And first of all, I want to give a lot of credit to the mother of my kids. She actually helped mold me into the man that I am today. And I want to acknowledge that publicly. And she's a good person. To date, she's a good person. If anybody ambog small na Bumike not to him. So let me give her flowers and let me give her credit. But the irony of that is relationships run a course. And it's all about ebbs and flows. And, if you not put your eye down and stay very, very focused and goal-driven, for let the ship deviate in 2 minutes. So one thing I can say is the efforts get for come off from both the man and from the woman equally, right? In the African setting, what I noticed that the woman always.
I was just about getting there. I said, my speak to it.
The man they don't get for like me for this, but until you say, "No, tell it all."
Yeah, tell it
So
all.
we'll tell it all, and the Tell It to Racheal Talk Show. The women put a lot of effort and bandwidth into making marriages work, and you know what happens? They burn out eventually. They do. They genuinely do. So, I say if I ever think about going down that road again, the good thing about doing it for the first time, I learned a lot of lessons.
What are the lessons you learned?
Hey, Racheal. It's a good one. One, truth be told, right? Nothing good happens not to get. Nothing good not happen not to get.
So better not in a ticket.
Better not It's true. We man there, we don't fast in these streets, and it's not always. And I go there right now, right at this junction. It's not so all time where we go not street. It's all about cheating. Honestly, there's a host of other irresponsible decisions we man then they make we go not street. And there's smoking, there's drinking, there's clubbing, there's partying, there's now media talk and Bumike, there's partying, and they're forming alliances in the street where the only alliance, the main alliance where you form now with the woman where they beside you and where you work out with in a life. So those are some of the lessons I learned, and I get to see it in and around me, and I feel like an elder statesman, and I can talk to younger people. Even this past Sunday, I MC a wedding in Pennsylvania. And I felt so proud of myself because I stood there and I talked to all waiting the pastor not tell them. Because the pastor talk about the Bible. Yeah. But me talk about the practical things that happen in life and some of the struggles they encounter. And I see people then clap for me. And I just laughed. I was like, oh, Bumike, you don't really mature. For lady to mouth they talk. But married and people then they clap for you. So over to you, Maya. I don't know what you get for say about it.
I know, right?
Oh my God.
But I mean, one thing that, Bumike say here, which I really appreciate from the man perspective, because man, I really find it hard for hearing man talk about that point where they say this African setting, this African business don't feel say, they can always say a woman get relationship. Yeah. I mean, how true is that? I mean, I understand.
Yeah.
By the time we don't give in, we all. By the time you go inside the relationship proper or the marriage proper, you are burned out. Yeah. Do you want to talk about that?
I don't have.
You don't get that. You don't get that man who tell you say woman and get a relationship.
No, they would.
Because sometimes they say it in.
But that's what our culture. That's our culture.
Yeah, they say it in their face.
Yeah.
You get for beer. If you want the man, you get for beer. You know those kind of stuff.
I had someone tell me like some years ago, and I never forgot this. A friend who is married to one of my friends, and he said, "Una, I want to take waiting self. Look with my madam. Look waiting and take." I never forgot that, and a lot of guys think that. You see what I'm saying? So it's cultural.
So if you are not the woman that take waiting with my madam, they take.
Oh no, I was never.
You are. No, I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
In the African, like we meet with brothers them every day, and of course, if you feel like getting into the relationship, and probably after 1 or 2, the man feels say, to a possible way they take within them, mama them they will take. So you're out of it.
Oh yeah. I mean,
they don't cancel you.
Well, so some of them try to change you, right? Like I recently told someone, like, listen, I'm not about to fight for something by myself. I'm not doing it. Like, especially like guys, African guys who have done well for themselves, right? Like that. Oh, like I'm a trophy. Right? Society, the ones that have nothing are like that. I'm sorry, I always have uncles like that who women let do whatever the hell they want. The woman is taking care of the man and all that. So it's a cultural thing. But like for me, I grew up, my mom left my dad like a couple of times. Right? Like so I grew up seeing that. Whether it was good or bad, I don't know. But like I knew that a woman could walk away. She ended up with my dad. Right, because of me, so long story. But she ended up with my dad, but at the same time, like, I saw that. And it made me realize, like, okay, you don't have to stay with the bullshit, right? But the other side to that, to always tell people, I said, as enlightened as my mom was and educated, the culture kept bringing her back. It was like for the last part, I think it was for the kids, right? Like, so it's deep. It's very deep, right? Yeah, it's very, very deep. So, yeah.
So Bumike, why you self not beer for the Pikine?
Oh,
no, I mean it's a cliche that they always tell woman, like not for beer, regardless. I mean, for the sake of the children or the kids,
So, Racheal, I answer this question like politician. Because that trouble you want to give me, I don't go get them on this talk show, right?
Bumike, this is unfiltered.
So I did tell one joke quick, right? Okay. I grew up with one auntie, then they call her Beatrice. But me see me auntie in travel documents and I don't see Beatrice in passport. So I asked me auntie, say, how do I end up calling you Beatrice? You know what the family joke was? Because they be an Amaridos.
Oh.
Yeah. And psychologically, this woman accepts the name. Because even they take anything from a man. May her soul rest in peace. But this just shows you what exactly some women have to go through in the name
of
marriage. The good thing about modern day society now that women are more self-sufficient. More women go to school, more women work. They can stand on their own. Yeah. So I always say pressure makes diamonds. And I think this is not the age where a relationship then for be more successful. Because you can be a power team. Back in the day, now the man normally go land book and he sustains the home.
Yeah.
Now, fortunately or unfortunately, for
The
whatever
women
it's
are
worth,
even making
in
more money.
the women are
Yeah.
some, in most households actually, most women make more money
Yeah.
than the
In
men.
America.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a whole other set of issues.
Right.
Now, ego comes into
Yeah.
play.
Yeah.
The African man by nature, the moment a woman they make more money pass her, he feels a certain way.
Yeah.
Right? Don't forget, now the woman born the pikin, now two they go walk, now two they tire, that same tire, sit in traffic, come home, grocery shopping, normally now the woman they do, but
All
we
those.
can also expect them for one eat and put on a plate and let you can sit down
And lay
just
down
eat.
back, it's back.
And then after hours, you want 4th of July.
Yes.
Yes.
This is very serious conversation.
Waiting
That's when it happened big time in the homes.
So this leads us to a whole different topic, because this is what happens. Nowadays, truth be told, married people celebrate 4th of July less. So you find them stepping out of their relationships. Now there's a lot of extramarital affairs. There's a lot of cheating. Because the woman then said, there's something, there's the peace of mind we all man defend. And Creole man can say anyway na way. And this leads people down the road where they're not supposed to go. But the mind, and nowadays there's mental health.
Okay.
So we bring this topic up. I say, Racheal, you really not ready for this
So
topic,
did you?
because I go
Did you?
unleash on
Why
this
you not
topic.
beer? Did you? Why you not able for beer for the pikin them? Why you not able for beer for the pikin them?
To be honest, I've been.
No, I really
feel-
want to know in a very honest way. I really want to know, because that's what they keep telling us. So probably I don't know what happened in your marriage, but I'm just saying having kids, not even one, but why didn't you just say, we can
So
move
science normally say unlike terms attract, right? Me an extrovert in the direct form of its word.
Yeah.
I am loud, I laugh loud, I like provoke, I like treat, I like party business. My partner at the time is a complete introvert. But when you meet somebody, you sabi way, my mom always used to tell me, say the same things that people used to like about you are those exact same things that are going to turn people away from you.
Yeah.
So my big energy, my boldness, my loudness, I could never tone it down. I just not sabi for tone and down. And eventually it got overwhelming for the situation that I ended up finding myself. And it was just best for us to be friends and for us to coexist as parents and the ways we're picking them and give them the best nurturing they could. I can vouch say, all man get your version of the story. But until I miss it on and I'm your version.
That's your truth.
This is my
This is your
my truth.
And are you first time talker?
Could I not let me through? Let go argue with you and say
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
at any point in time, you're still young. You're still,
Racheal, I like this question.
you're still young.
Because some of you want to know the answer.
I wanted to follow up. Okay.
Yeah, you can follow up.
so it's
I
so
can ask
funny,
you that question.
It's so funny, right? Because I'm exactly like him, and my ex-husband's exactly like his ex-wife.
Oh.
And that's why I always tell people, my ex-husband did nothing to me. He worshipped me. People that knew. Like, it was just like the business side. He was kind of spoiled. But I did everything for my ex-husband. That's another surprise that people don't know about me. I served. I worked. He wasn't even working when he would come back from Liberia. Like, I would leave my car. I would cook. I like to cook.
Wow.
So my sisters would call me on a Tuesday and I'm cooking cassava. They're like, girl, are you crazy? So he had a good life all around. But his issue, that's why I say you touched on a lot of things. His issue, which looking back, as I've gotten older, is that it was ego. And I actually feel sorry for him looking back, because I was always driven. So I saw a mom that was very successful. He had a dad that was very successful, was married 5 times, had money, had all these wives, have all these kids in Liberia. He grew up this way. So in his head, he had to give me all these things. Like, after we got a divorce, he said, I wish I would have been able to put you in a house and buy you a car, a truck when we got married. He was like 24. I was a year older. You couldn't do that. You were finishing school. So so sometimes I look back. And so for me, I'm just like, I was taking charge. Like I had everything set for him, So looking back, he's like one of my best friends. He's literally like my little brother now. So I kind of feel sorry for him because I was way more mature than him. And he, So yeah, so it's so funny you said all that. Like I am that person. I'll do everything for a man. Like literally, that's why I'm able to walk away. I'll do everything for a man. I don't mind.
Have you ever felt pressured? Like I'll be the same question. Who is that person in your life? Have you ever felt pressure? Like, oh, what time are you now? You still wait? Do you have that pressure from people around you or family, friends? No. Do you have that?
People they know me. They don't talk about that. The only person that that ever said that to me was my mom. And she, until she died, she was trying to get me and my ex-husband back together. But like I had a 35th birthday party and like my mom said to me, she was like, I'm so proud of you, you've done all this stuff. She said, I wish you would just get married. And I never forgot that either. Again, no matter how progressive she is, like she was one of the coolest people, literally. She still had that, there was something in her that felt like that's what makes a woman. I've heard her talk about like so
make the woman complete.
Yeah, and so it's really sad, right? Like, and I've heard her say before, then the other Pekin don't divorce. So and so in Pekin, hey, boy, they're all in Pekin and don't divorce now. So I'm like I would be like, so what? It's very sad.
So don't forget your mom sees divorce as failure.
Yes.
Whereas in the modern day culture, divorce can be seen as a stepping stone.
That was the best thing I ever did. That was the best thing I ever did. I swear to God.
Let me just share this with you, right?
Yeah.
When I came at this country, this country has to make divorce party.
Yeah, they do that.
I said, what? Okay, I'm going for a divorce party. I'm like, divorce waiting?
Yeah.
Now this that's so weird to me. I'm like,
as a matter of fact,
is celebrated.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, my 35th birthday party, I forgot I posted a picture of myself and my mom, and someone was like, oh, I remember that white dress. That was your wedding dress. Because I remember I said I'm marrying myself. Like literally. I swear to God. Like, so people already know, like, so yeah.
So Racheal, at some point you knew I was going to take charge of this conversation, right? I hope you know that.
Let's keep it going.
Because the question I want to ask you, since you're the only surviving married person on set,
no,
you seem happy. Until we come on a do one, you guys are dressed to the T. Designer on designer.
No, not here.
The smiles.
Yeah.
The love.
Yeah.
Now, so the parking proud way they near
you could feel it. You could feel it.
You still don't talk to them. We talk.
Oh.
You knew you were gonna walk into this. I was trying to get you.
No, okay. On the surface, I mean, I've been that road. This is my second.
Okay.
This is my second.
Oh, wow.
Really,
now you the dote over that boy like now the first time you ever
right.
No, let's cut it. We gotta cut the show.
No, wow.
No, okay. So look, I am not here to tell it to you. You're here to tell it to me.
Okay.
So let's spin the wheel again. Okay. But anyway. I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes when you're in your first, you learn from your mistakes and making sure that if you feel like or if you want to get into the second, you make sure you're prepared and certain things that you learn from the good, the bad, the ugly, and try to make sure that things are better, in your second. So absolutely. I mean, I try to make myself happy as much as I can. I mean, we're both supportive, because like you guys mentioned, I would want to say this, right? Especially African men, Sierra Leone, to be precise. Let me go down to my brothers. I know it's an African thing, but I want to go to my brothers. Like sometimes, or most of the time, when a woman is very successful, we man in the field say, this one cock or this I mean they under, you know, and but if I believe if you support una self, I mean it's just about having the same goal, you know, the same goal and support each other and nobody not feel less of a person. Because sometimes again, some woman can make the man feel less of a person.
That exists. Right.
You know what I
that
mean?
exists. Yeah.
You know,
it's a
so
real
it's because
thing,
it's a real thing.
I know successful women who look down on their men.
Yeah,
they subdue their men. They abuse their men. You know, and we man them a lot of times when we revolt, we can turn, it gets ugly. That's how domestic violence comes into play. And it's not always physical.
No.
It's verbal.
Sometimes it's verbal.
It's mental. And those are the worst forms.
Those are the worst. I always tell people.
You know,
because it gets into your skin.
So, you know, I grew up in a home. I'm very, very fortunate. I can tell people that say, in my lifetime, if I decide to ever get married, I have the best example around me. My parents just celebrated their 52nd wedding anniversary. Wow. And if you see me, mama, see man today, it is batting eyelids like a doll baby, like my first day ever see man like, right? They eat together. I mean, they're both aging gracefully. My daddy's in his mid-80s. My mom is closer to 80 than 70, but he believes say 55, much sharp. But honestly speaking, if my papa sick, my mama they sick. If my papa angry, my mama they angry. They sit together and dine together. They do everything together. Bear in mind, this is not first in love, because I can look there and tell her, say,
No, I just want to say, especially we'll find ourselves at this part of the world. I think it better the married can better small, it can all up small way the Africa than here, because our lives are so busy. We don't have time for each other. I mean, that's one thing I try to make. My husband tried to make. You know, those are some of the pet small things that we can make and they laugh. We all try to make time for ourselves, even though we're busy. You know what I mean? And we all also believe in each other. Oh, you can do it. You can do it. We both they support each other. I mean, those are the little things. So you know what I mean?
You know, we observe that. For me, I like how una the roots for una company.
Yeah, that's big.
You know, like it's big. I like even when you know he doesn't DJ as often, but even when he's on set, he the DJ now, so you can watch him and you genuinely know it's when you believe in your partner,
right?
You know, it's subconscious. You don't even know what you they do. But then you always say, not forget the people and they watch you pass, you they watch yourself.
No, it's true.
Absolutely.
It's true.
So
okay, let's wind back. Let's roll with it. No, but I understand. Like I said, I mean, the reason why we're having this conversation is for people that are watching us, or young folks. You know, they feel. You know, they're in some kind of situation they don't know how to get out of, or you know, how to navigate and stuff like that. This conversation definitely will help. I mean, even some big women, I see some big women, like you say, where they even they abuse their their husband. Even the big ones, and not just the small ones, because they do have pressure. These people talk with friends. How they treat their husband. I mean, they talk. So some of this pressure.
This topic is a really fascinating topic, because this is not talk we're not ever done. You know, it's the nuances of getting married, being married, staying married. You know, I years ago I watched a show. Is there anything like a happy marriage? And it was just deep, and these were couples who had been married for 30, 40, 50, 60 years, and everybody had their story to tell. And there's this fascination about, you know, it's always going to be a bed of roses. And until we understand that there's going to one to even roses self, my granny can say chuk chuk.
Okay.
They grow up on roses. And you get forget the yai. And you get forget that internal discipline for knowing for pull the roses and pick them and smell and back you get that
Maybe
flavor.
fresh, yeah.
So it's all about highs, lows, ebbs and flow. And
so one thing comes to my mind again when we talk about the pressure with relationship and marriage and all of that is the social media thing. We see how women flaunt their man them or the woman them, and also we see women flaunting themselves and all of
really
that.
Candid about this topic.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
No, woman and they put them man and they put them woman them. Has there been any time, because I know behind the scene, somebody don't talk and I use one or two terms, unconsciously, that they admire them people. Have you ever feel pressured at some point that them people here, where me party don't married and they don't married, or them people here they always look good, I want to be like them, comparing yourself to other couples or to other relationships. I want to be better, I want to be like them, based on what you see on social media.
I'll let Mai go first, because I have a
based
few
on
things
what
to
you
say
see
too.
on social media.
No, I've never been that person to compare myself to people. Because I'm smart enough to know that what you see is not all what it is. Always.
I can always say, believe what you see at your own risk.
Yeah, I'm the type
social media.
I always tell people, like, I love to cheer people on. Genuinely, that's my spirit. I'd love to see love. I love, I like that, but like I'm not gonna say I want to be like you. Like my uncle said once, you will get you so foods now, how you at you or whatever. Like you don't know what people are going through
Behind the scenes.
And so I always try to tell folks, whether it's like you see someone successful or as an individual. Like I'm one of the people I always say my life is not as easy as people think it is. Like I'm grinding all the damn time, right? Like I've done a lot of good stuff, but it's not easy, right? People don't talk about that, right? Like, so anyway, so I don't do that, and I would encourage folks not to do that. That's very dangerous. You see it all the time. Like next thing you know, these couples are either divorced or there are couples that I used to genuinely root for, and it broke my heart when I saw and I heard all what happened. I'm like, even me, that's kind of, I'm like, damn, like really, it was that bad. So I don't do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I always tell people, use the sense that is in your head that God gave to you. Now, seriously, we can play and laugh. I personally, I think social media is comedy.
Yeah.
I really believe it is comedy. Like when I'm having a stressful day, I go on social media.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm being honest.
Yeah.
And I use it for what it's worth. Social media.
Yeah.
Of course, now it's turned into a dating app. But we'll have another talk show. we have a different show for that. But this, I don't want to discount the people who use social media for good intentions and to show love. I just wish, I was allowed to name names, and that, because they're very good examples, of people who, what you see is what genuine. They're not boku.
Yeah.
But what you see is what happens.
How do you know?
I have a bunch of women and men that I have off social media relationships with.
Okay.
And these men talk about their women. I mean, when I say talk about them, it go make you safe the next moment you want to go find a woman like him, when you said get settled and let somebody love you. These men talk about how they're grateful. The women talk about the roles the men play. Some man did and they broke, then they iron and they cook. But you would never know once you see them on social media or once they step out in the public.
Yeah.
But you have the women who say are grateful for the kind man. And I have to give Mai some credit, because, not a lot of women after divorce have flattering things to say about their husbands.
Yeah.
Truth be told, it's easy for talk bad.
Yeah.
But you gotta give Mai some credit, because she was very candid about the stage in her life, how young she was and what she wanted. And Nada, the only reason making any man a party day like today.
Yeah.
Because she was candid, but life is all a phase. It's all a phase, and you just hope. Me, I can always say this: just pray to God let the person with God send in your life. Let you able sorry for you, Pastor. You able sorry for yourself.
Okay. Yes.
But there's no one size fits all to know
No.
that.
No.
Right.
There's no one
Okay,
size
yeah.
fits all. Because
But is just love enough to sustain a marriage?
No, it's not. It's not.
I love me, I love you, and that's it,
I don't believe it is.
Because those are some of the
if
things
you're asking
also
that question,
can crumble.
what is really love?
Right.
Can crumble
right.
marriage.
Okay, so what he's saying, right? I'm that woman. Like, you could be sweeping the floor, nobody would know. I would lift you. I'm just that person. But like, you could be sweeping the floor, but what is your plan? Right? Like, that's where I'm at. Like, what is your plan? Can we do something together? Can I help you do something? You have to be progressive, right? You don't have to make as much money as me. I know how to make money. I'm gonna make money, like, regardless, right? But let's try to see what can you do, because what happens when we talked earlier, then you start feeling insecure, right? Issues come out of that.
And that is where our cultural heritage comes into play. The average African man does not like to be held accountable.
Oh, that's it. That's
That's
the underlying thing right there. He just said.
Nobody knocking one talker. Unfortunately,
that's the fight I have with
gentlemen,
men. Like, period.
I know my fellow men are not going to be happy with me.
Period. Don't call them out on
Taking one for
anything.
the team
Oh
today.
my gosh.
But the average African man doesn't like to be held accountable.
Who do you think you are?
Why you did talk to me so? Certain comments, just like.
But they can talk to you that way, in a certain way.
Yes.
But you can't talk to them
in man, then they talk to them like, "Why meet you now? Where you don't get money now? Why meet you? Not to so you be deal."
Oh my goodness.
Start bringing your struggles up and things, and
Reminding
it
you
just
of-
reminds you,
yeah, of your
and if you're building, if you're growing, and if you're empowering each other, I read a book, The Power of Positive Empowerment, right? I'm sure somebody don't read them, and bigging up your partner.
Yeah.
Just supporting them, rooting for them.
Yeah.
Even if they go that job interview 10, they not get them, you're like number 11, that's going to be yours.
Right.
Even if woman and they will get man, they will have full man, they will not do nothing at this world. You would never know. You would just never know. They support them. And I just hope these men in return show the women respect and they're there.
Yeah.
Like you say, there's no one size fits all. So
Yeah, you want to say
so
something?
funny, because even till this day, my ex-husband, I'm doing that. So after all of that, I'm like his advisor. Like, he would have a business thing he would run it through me. Just last night, an ex that wanted to marry me, I had dinner with. I swear to God, I had dinner with. No, this is why I always tell people, you can say whatever about me. Like, at the end of the day, all my exes, another one called me today. I didn't answer his call. All my exes. I swear to God, I had dinner with an ex last night. I was supposed to post my fish, by the way. That he bought me. Yeah. I had dinner with my ex last night, and he ran his business by me. He always does that. We've been exes for like maybe 14 years. Like, a successful man. I came back in the country, and he finally got me, and he took me out yesterday society, and he was asking me to be a part of his business. And he actually told me, he's like, because of you, I understand strategy now. So my ex-husband, like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm trying to do this. Like, I would literally advise him.
So I mean, it's
that's
very,
just, I'm still
what
pushing
comes
them.
to my mind. I mean, like, when you are into your both of you are into yourself in your lives. I mean, it speaks about, especially a woman bringing value to the relationship.
Absolutely.
Some of them things say about women can remember it can say last steady back. You know what I mean? Because you have something that you bring in. So this is very important that you just mentioned, because that after there, so sometimes we not can say in the shake relationship, because let's assume if the man go on the street, he begin to chat with somebody where he feels say this person can add value in my life.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Some of us add value in different areas.
Yeah, but this person within a host, na other team.
Stop it.
I'm serious.
You know what I mean? So we have to bring something to the table. We always say we want for kind of this table here. So when we are coming to the table, let us bring our chair let us bring something to the table.
Yeah. And to his point, sorry, quickly, when you said that there are different reasons men go out. Like I've had men fall in love with me. They might meet me because they want to date me. Oh, mine's fun. You know, I have all these sides. And then they start talking to me like, wait a minute, right? Like it might be something they're working on. And people fall in love. Like, man, it's not just about sex. Like I've had men fall in love with me because of my brain. Like I know that. Right? Like, oh, she has value.
I genuinely believe a woman's brain is sexier than her body. I genuinely believe that.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm going against the norm because these men, we don't have these types of conversations.
You can't be man and go
the serious ones won't.
No. It all starts
maybe you've passed that
stage.
You know, right.
You
don't pass that stage.
You know,
It's about stage.
A woman's mind is amazing. And you know, one credit I want to give woman in publicly. Women typically then they think about how to make things better in the relationship. Whether they're talking loud, whether they're not talking loud, whether
because we get that. I mean, this is the African because we don't get that mindset. This in a woman for
better.
Make relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
one question what I want to ask again inside relationship or bringing pressure into marriage, especially marriage, is finances. You know, we have. I don't get man or woman. I don't hear from say when both finances are not together. All man getting your own, or the pressure is for both of you to come together. So woman where they make money pass the man say I can't. So as I say, especially now this part of the world, money business it scatter marriage.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, when it comes to bills and stuff like
that's
that.
the number one reason.
When it comes to bills and stuff like that, what do you say to that?
Mike just said it.
It's the number one reason.
It's the number one reason, you know, relationships crumble and fall apart.
Yeah.
Finances. And, you know, it's something, I don't have the right answer, let me be honest. You know, it's a custom fit. On our two-way day inside the house. You know, sometimes the husband pays the mortgage, sometimes the wife pays the mortgage. But guess what gets covered? A roof over your head.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
in your own idea or in your own thinking, you know, having gone through the process, what do you think? It's not a one size fits all, really. But what do you think that, or how do you think that couples should manage when it comes to financial issues or financial matters in the home, in terms of how they can able for harmonize this, they take care of this, they take care of this, how they can come together? Because some couples, they don't even know, everybody's just doing their own thing.
Right.
So what can you say to keep that going? How you think, say, in your own thoughts?
You know, if all man they do their own thing, honestly, na recipe for failure.
Okay.
If all man you did, you corner, you get your money, you check out, you sit down pana, and then check out, you sit down pana, you go Western Union money na salo, you check, you sit inside, you dump her. No, I'm being very, very serious.
It's true.
It's a matter of time when I not get for day together, right? Has to be openness and honesty. It's really not about the amount of contribution that people that they make. It's all about how open you are to your partner about what this pot's not one pot. When you married, you say, and the two shall become one, right? Including your finances. It never said, and the two shall become one, except your finances.
But I want to come in that particular money business, because I mean we do get conversations with women and men behind the scene, and I've heard women or even man they say the money where me and my wife they work. Me wife already take us and to inform them. You know, that kind of pressure then when you have family pressure coming into your marriage, finances, and the money when they put together for build. Woman, they say, oh, you know, I'll send for my family. So the woman is just giving.
So hard.
And the man they incident in the puts, and the woman, because of family pressure, is giving out.
It's a real thing.
Yeah,
there's no correct answer.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
There's no correct answer, Racheal. People have to customize their relationship and say, you wear the crown now, you know how they feel like you paid.
Yeah.
You know, again, if you're empathetic to me and I'm empathetic to you, and we're in this together,
that's that love, right?
it's the love we're talking about. If that is what's happening, then there has to be some sort of reasoning on how money is being spent. Successful couples that talk about it, they openly talk about their finances. It's
so
not
do you think they both should have
to a certain point
together?
It has to be.
There should be openness with your finances.
Considering we're in a capitalist economy and it's dollar driven, money driven, finance driven. I think the closer your finances, the better. There's no way on our finances go the east and west. And you guys say, I'm overly in love with this man, but in no way has it done plan. It just doesn't work. I don't see how it works. Maybe Mike can chime in and give me her perspective.
What I would say is going back to goals, right? And so being aligned, right? That's what a lot, like me, if I have a partner in the future, because I don't know about marriage, but like we're going to be aligned on like what are our goals financially, right? Then we're going to have a plan, right? Like, okay, so even if, so maybe like say you put 50% of your paycheck, I put 50%, right? Whatever it is, but there has to be a plan where there's room for us to save or have extra money miscellaneous, because that's the thing. I've heard of like stories like that have destroyed like families, marriages, where's the family, because some family members, family, especially back when they take advantage. They know you one person's making money or you guys have a good life, and it's not fair, right? So it's like, okay, well, can we agree that, okay, you take from your money? You see, you have to have a plan, because it's not fair. It's not.
I can tell you for sure, again, I'll always revert back to my parents who've been married for 52 years. Call me Papa, whichever you want to call him. On the last day of the month, when he had his paycheck, he deposited it into an account. My mom deposited hers into an account, right? One account. That was their way. They've been married 52 years. Doesn't mean that is what Racheal has to do or Bumike or Maya has to do. All man getting formula. From that account there, if my dad wanted to, step out with his friends or his buddies, he not been the come out anyway. Me papa, you ask him for money, self. That's a good. I surround myself with some rascal party. I was such a good boy. I was into church. I did Bible study. Peer pressure. You see this America, yeah? And Mike sabi them party that day.
Oh God!
But we're not naming names. Now them party that day, and they can elect it.
They can't defend themselves.
Exactly. So quick question as we're wrapping up. This is a very deep conversation. We can go on and on and on because there are so many branches to this, honestly. But quick question, Mike. Would you rather date a potential guy or dating that a man that is already made, like we call it?
Jesus Christ, that's a hard question.
This is a very good question.
It's a great question.
Looking back on my marriage, and again, he was young, we were young, but I always said he taught me the difference between like somebody that's ambitious and driven, right? And so an ambitious person, like he's one of those people that will have all the best ideas all day, this and that. But to me, he wasn't actually very driven, like to take the steps necessary to make it happen, right? So I learned that from my marriage. I also learned that potential is a risk, because potential is not always fulfilled.
Huge risk.
So now I really don't look at potential. I look at, again, you might not have any money. It's not, because people mix it up about financial. But have you achieved something? Have you set out a goal? And have you taken the steps to be able to achieve that goal? I've dated someone that had lost everything, got it back. Trust me. But they were able to get it back. Do you see what I'm saying? Like they were goal driven and they stick to things.
Potential is a risk.
Potential is a risk.
Big
it's
one.
a huge risk.
It's a big risk.
Yeah,
why
that's my biggest lesson.
Well, potential is not money in the bank.
Okay.
Simple. Money in the bank is money in the bank.
Because a man will say, I get potential.
Oh, no.
Please.
No.
Waiting the who not on your.
Yeah, okay. At this age.
Yeah, man. So, I'm just going to go with my answer. And that answer applies for me too.
I mean, because it helps. The reason why I'm asking this, because it helps the young folks to be able to make an informed decision. You know, when it gets to the real business of getting married, because they're young picking and now they want man with a small team and all of that, and they don't want man where they all go try together to build. They're not looking to build, they're looking for the one where they already build. So that's why I want us to, like, you know, make it clear, you know, as to what might work or what might be better. Because they know
it's not one size fits all.
If you're young,
if you're young, you know, don't forget, Maya and I have been through a few years. So we have a little more experience, and we've kind of seen various things happening.
But let's say even you know, guys or, you know, women in our age, you know, sometimes they are also stuck with when it comes to making such a decision. And Aki also don't hear say some man say, "Minne they go back for go keep potential man. I want now because I don't suffer with this one. Now so it do me." So some, like you said, it depends. Some get past bad experience with potential,
it all depends,
and they don't want to take that try anymore.
It all depends. But think about it. How many established people are there in the world? It's not a lot. So that pool becomes smaller for you to choose from. Let God help you, you know, find better, you know, they dress better, you know, get personality, then go pepping.
There's always something.
I did be honest.
No, it's true. It's true.
Listen, we can say what we want to say in this society. Well, picture they all. The other day, that wedding I'm telling you about, I passed somebody and I tell the person. I post say, "Hey, Bumike, you walk past me." Now I say the picture we can post on Facebook and waiting me to see. Una no feedback. So, you know.
So, well, it's the pressure.
It's
the pressure. So, as we're rounding up, one question one for ask. This is across the board, both man and woman inside relationship. It does happen, and sometimes it happens. And I will not say genuine reason. I will not call that genuine reason, but it does happen for a reason. And I sometimes say, when I hear that from people, I say one of them should do their homework well. So, for example, would you give your husband or your wife a second chance if there is cheating in the marriage? Bumike, you first.
Jesus Christ. I would. You know, first of all, my Christian faith tells me, you know, I serve a God through Jesus, and the Bible tells me forgive 70 times 7. If I am applying stricter rules to the people I date, God no go ever look me and sorry for me. I sin every day, whether in thought, in words, and in action. And I mean a testimony, say every day God they look me and he's sorry for me. It just they look me down and say, Bumike, you know, in your most humanistic form, I dey sorry for you and I dey give you a second chance. He does it for me. And I feel, you know, cheating is not the cardinal sin. You know, meaning not the worst thing a person would do in this world, right? This is where ego comes in.
With a man.
I can always say, remember, if you're sorry for person, one day then go sorry for yourself.
So things say you go come.
I'm not saying that. Racheal, I'm not saying Racheal and I did not say that.
You know when you say, I'm sorry for you because for the future, you say you're for
Yes.
You know that
I know.
Let me speak into the lenses. Ladies and gentlemen, those were not my words, they were Racheal's words. So that's my 2 cents.
They forgive him in advance. Okay, I get it. How about you, how about you?
Yeah, I don't. No, I agree with what he said. Like, I don't think because someone cheats. So first of all, define cheating, because you said cheating, right?
With another.
Like
Okay, with another woman.
continuous. No, I'm saying like okay, because there's people cheat, and then they're like
There's
people who
serial cheaters.
they're serial cheaters. People who
No,
that's
what I
just
say
who
a
they,
second chance mean
just
that's
meaning what?
Yeah,
Okay,
yes.
okay.
If
Someone
something
cheats on
happened,
you.
I
Okay,
know whatever justification
Yeah.
that comes, it's
Yeah.
not. But would
Yeah.
you, regardless of
no, yeah.
Uda, you
I
go
mean-
cheat with your paddy, he cheat with you,
I don't know
cousin,
about that.
cheat with. Would you forgive?
I can forgive, but
give
that
a
doesn't mean
second
I
chance.
forget. So here's the thing, right? I can forgive.
I mean, a second chance. Will you give a second
Yeah,
chance?
so
to
what
that?
I think is like you can try to give someone a second chance, right? But if you can't forget what happened and it's disturbing you, I mean, then it's starting to affect your mental health.
Then I can
So
always say
then-
then move on.
Then move on. That's
Yeah.
my thing, right? So I think
That's
like,
why you would
Yeah.
you or would you not? And why?
I wouldn't. Yeah, like for me, like if my
Oh, it's all
husband cheated on
depend-
me, I don't think I would have left him for that. I left him for again making bad business decisions, right? Like so, I think you can forgive someone, right? I mean, so yeah.
Not in
So
advance.
my took the long route just to get to
Yeah,
the same
because
destination.
there are nuances to this, right?
So
Let's
Racheal,
keep it real.
Rachel, would you?
So, not
Rachel, would you?
no, you gotta tell it to me. No,
This is a
I'm
great
not telling it to
way
you. You are telling it to me
Oh,
and
boy.
to my people watching.
Of course.
All right, okay. So I think we have come to the end of the program. Oh my God, it's so short.
I know,
mean,
it's
this
great.
honestly, you guys did justice to this topic, and as we continue to talk about it, we're getting deeper and deeper. Like I said, there's so many branches to this topic, and I mean, in my subsequent episode or edition, definitely I will be targeting specific areas when it comes to pressure in marriage or in a relationship, because I think the world today, social media is really people use it for the wrong reason, people use it for the right reason, and we all have seen how it has affected our relationship and our marriage, be positively or negatively. So this is something that we can go on and on, but you guys did an amazing job to this topic, and I'm sure my viewers are pleased with you. And definitely I would like to see the comment going, or the comment section. Tell me what you think about what Bumike said and I'm looking out for Bumike's comment. Please keep it going and tell me what you think about what Maya said as well. I mean, you can't do better than this. Trust me. And I'm so happy that we got to talk about this, because a lot of people out there are going through stuff. A lot of people are going through stuff, but we talk about it behind the scene, behind closed doors. But today we are very open about it. And some of you are there and they go through, but they shame for talk. But I mean, this conversation will be able to help you to make informed decision in your relationship, in your marriage, and in your everyday life. Right. So thank you for coming. Thank you. I really appreciate. And to my viewers, please keep the conversation going. And also don't forget to follow my page, subscribe, like, and share. Till next week, this is Tell It to Racheal Show, where the conversation gets really real. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Life, love, pain, and growth. We're all going through something, and sometimes hearing someone else's story can change your own.
We rise, we fall, but we still stand tall. Every story matters, every voice deserves the light. We heal a little deeper, and somebody hears our fight.
The first bed I had in this country when I moved on my own was from the trash can.
Now they party and they collect it.
You don't see man the way the woman and they go do BBL. Then they cheat with woman the way flat suit.
Hello for real conversations and real stories.
Keep watching the Tell It to Racheal Talk Show.
I am Racheal. This is more than a talk show. These are real conversations, real emotions, and real life-changing experience. It's the Tell It to Racheal Talk Show.
Every story matters. Every story matters. Every story matters. Every story matters.
Get ready for the excitement.
Get ready to be inspired.
And get ready to be motivated.
Always remember, this is the Tell It to Racheal Talk Show, the space where your voice is heard.
This summer with Racheal on the Tell It to Racheal Talk Show, showing on YouTube and other social media platforms. Join the conversations and like, share, comment, and subscribe.